Born Leslie Warner on May 1st, 1949 in Bend, Oregon, she began her mature life working as a TWA flight attendant stewardess before transitioning into entertainment. Entry into mature films. Leslie started her mature film career around 1975 to 76, aged 26 to 27, with her debut in Carnal Haven, directed by Carlos Tobalina, also known as Troy Benny. Before films, she performed as a go-go dancer and burlesque artist, gaining attention for her natural charisma. Beyond Carnal Haven, she made over 77 to 90 titles between 1975 and 1982. Major releases included Eruption, 1977, S-World, 1977, Maraschino Cherry, 1978, and Love You, 1979. With Annette Haven under John Derrick's direction, she frequently collaborated with notable studios like Alpha Blue, Caballero, VCA, Mitchell Brothers, among others. Persona and selectivity. Leslie was known for her authentic presence and natural sexuality, preferring roles that respected female comfort and artistic integrity. For example, she declined casting the violence film An Obsessed, calling it irresponsible. A Cinemax feature in February 1980 showcased her as cover star and host of a reader mail segment, Letters to Leslie, highlighting her engaging personal connection with fans. Controversy. On August 8, 1978, she was arrested during a public event promoting S-World in Houston, Texas, on charges of indecent and immoral dancing, though the charges were eventually dropped. This incident underscored her subtle defiance of censorship amid a conservative climate. Relationships and personal life. Leslie had a significant relationship with producer-songwriter Carl Esser, living with him for several years. He credited her with providing warmth and caring to his young son Sky, and supporting him through personal struggles like heroin recovery. Off-camera, she faced the real-life vulnerabilities of the industry. She discussed concerns over STDs in a 1977 Rialto Report interview, stressing professionalism and safety awareness among her colleagues, retirement and mainstream aspirations. She chose to retire by 1982, around age 33, believing she had grown beyond the normal life. She tired of aiming for more legitimate acting roles. She expressed regret over not entering higher quality, non-X-rated projects, despite hopes of becoming respected as an actress. Accolades and recognition. Inducted into the XRCO Hall of Fame in 1987, entered the AVN Hall of Fame in 1990, forever cementing her influence on the golden age of films. Following her retirement, Leslie married and moved to Long Island, New York, reportedly settling into a more private life away from the spotlight. Why Leslie Bovey endures. Leslie's career highlights a blend of liberation, authenticity, and agency in industry often criticized for her exploitation. Her willingness to say no to cheap sensationalism, coupled with her professional maturity, including taking responsibility in raising a partner's child, underscores a multidimensional personality often overlooked in mature film history. Her Halls of Fame induction reflect not just her prolific output, but also her integrity and influence during a transformative era in mature cinema. Late Night Reflections, 1977. In an audio-recorded late-night conversation from 1977, Leslie opens up candidly about her experience in clubs and mature films alongside Carl Esser. She describes her dancing as deeply tied to the music. If the music's wrong, I can't give to the audience what I'm trying to if it's too fast. I feel like I'm a clown. She also reflects on society's taboos. Guilt's a strange thing. Since America's been established, sex has been a taboo, and I think that's because of the puritanical background. In this conversation, she reveals a pragmatic attitude towards sexually transmitted diseases. They're as careful as I am, a certain amount of pride in being clean enough to take care of yourself, showcasing her professionalism and candid approach to industry risks. Live performances and burlesque success. Leslie achieved iconic status in late 70 West New York, headlining at Melody Burlesque alongside Star Serena. Their impromptu pairing broke venue box office records, a testament to her star power and charisma on stage. Artistic depth and critical voice. Leslie wasn't just a performer. She contributed as a critic and correspondent. She authored multiple reader mail features in Cinema X throughout 1980, responding to fan questions and reviewing other films. In Erotic Film Guide, she was profiled and later photographed with Serena, underscoring her cultural relevance within mature film circles of the time. Behind the scenes. In the unpublished piece Obsessed by a Liquid Stranger, director Piastro Crusoe praises Leslie's standout audition for Anna Obsessed. Leslie's Anna became the embodiment of threatened delicacy, a sublime interpretation. This highlights not only her acting talent, but also how she was respected by directors for bringing depth to her roles. Personal support and loyalty. Leslie remained a loyal friend and support for colleagues. When Carl Lesser's wife was overcoming addiction in 1970s Jamaica, Leslie traveled there to offer moral support. This anecdote underscores her compassionate nature beyond the screen. Relationships in life beyond the screen. She shared a meaningful relationship with Carl Lesser and later with Alan Stewart. Both partnerships, however, ended before her retirement. Post-industry. She married and moved to Long Island, New York, choosing a private family life away from Hollywood lights. Evolving legacy and modern recognition. Leslie remains active in contemporary remembrance efforts. The Rialto Report regularly features her in wish lists for future dialogues, an attestation to her enduring influence. Her archival interviews and memoirs continue shaping how the golden age of mature film is experienced today. Final thoughts. Leslie Bovey's story isn't merely one prolific filmography. It's a tale of a perceptive woman who actively shaped her image, expressed nuanced beliefs about art and sexuality, and fostered deep personal bonds. Whether guiding fans through publications, offering empathy behind the scenes, or preserving her dignity in an evolving industry, she remains a layered, compelling figure whose legacy resonates decades later.